Hi, Tony Muse back again, and we're still discussing the power box. We're still discussing finding your push. So something that I do every time I go out to speed skate is I go through a number of drills or exercises that have nothing to do with how fast I'm going at the time, nothing to do with me looking really cool on skates, but everything to do with making me be a better skater. So every time I go out, this is what I'm going to do to begin my skating exercise. And every time it makes me a little bit better, or at least I hope it's making me a little bit better as long as I'm focusing on doing the right thing. So when I do this now, I will do this with my skates untied today, currently as who I am. But for you, and now as you're learning it, you should make sure that your skates are tied so that you have full support of them. The reason I would do it with my skates untied, and you may find some of the top skaters doing it in a warm-up, slow fashion with their skates untied, is to become grounded with the chassis and their wheels so that their lever, their hips, their knees, their ankles, and their blade is all in one line. So today we're gonna do it with our laces tied so that you can see what it is we're trying to accomplish. So we're going to work on finding our inner push. So when we're gonna warm up, we're gonna go out, we're gonna get a little bit of speed, but not much. And then we're gonna get in our speed skating position. And with our legs apart, we're only gonna focus on turning our feet in, trying not to do your knees like this, but trying to come through your hips, through your knees, and drive your power to your skates. You're not gonna be able to gain a lot of speed this way, but you should be able to feel the pressure that's created by your hips, by your body, and feel it propel you forward in a very slightly way, but this is the inner part of your push. So I'm gonna give you an example of that now. So I'm gonna get in a good speed skating position, and I'm just gonna focus on feet coming from out to in. I'm gonna do the best I can to make sure that I'm not gonna let my knees do all the pushing, that my knees aren't outside, sort of bow-legged. Instead, I want the power to come from my core through my hips. When I'm doing this exercise, something you should really focus on is making sure that you're sitting low in your skating technique, that your feet don't go wider than your shoulders, and that your pressure is in. Once your feet come together here, just let them fade out again, and then drive them back together and let them fade out. If you have to do it standing at first to get the feeling, that's fine. But as you get better and better, learn to sit deep. And again, we're not worried about anything other than our feet are in the power box and we're driving them in. I'm Tony Muse, and that was the 2-foot inner push that we just learned. And we're gonna move on with more exciting things next.